Desiree says we need some winter rules. So what are they? Good morning. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. Desiree, what started you on this?
When I was getting in and out of my car. I know that at gas stations, especially people clean out their cars, and then they dump out whatever is left in their drinks onto the pavement.
Yep.
This is not smart in winter because legit, there was an ice spot from someone doing that right next to my driver's door.
Was the
Now, I'm young, and I have good reflexes, so if I had slipped on it, it probably would have been no big deal. But if someone older who has a little trouble getting in and out of their car happened to hit that ice spot, that could have resulted in something broken.
You're right.
Like, I get it. I cleaned my car out, too, but I'm like, that wasn't smart at all.
I got you, sister. In fact, I once stepped on one of those. I tripped into the hose, and it pulled the hose and the spigot out of my gas tank, ripping my gas cap cover off. To this day, my gas cover doesn't work because someone spilled their Coke on the ground.
And it froze.
So there's one cold weather rule. Do not dump your liquid refreshment out on the cement near the gas tanks because it's going to freeze and we're going to slip. We need another cold weather rule. What else do we need? Shovel your sidewalks. Always shovel your sidewalks. Make
sure you actually clear the window of your car, not just one little spot, because you're just creating a huge blind spot. Don't do that. That's really dumb.
Right. Make sure you clean off the top of your car, because otherwise you're creating a mini blizzard for everyone behind you. There's so many little winter rules.
What else? Salt on your porch and your steps.
Yeah, for God's sakes, make sure you are shoveling out in front of your mailbox so the mail carriers can get in there easily.
And if you have a fire hydrant on your property, make sure that it is also cleared out too in case of emergency.
Move your car before the plow comes. That's another rule. And if you have, this is a big one, if you have someone doing your driveway for you, getting rid of your snow, and they push the snow across the street, remind that driver to get rid of all the little piles of snow. Because if they just push the big one out, that's great, but then it leaves this trail next to it. And we have on our cul-de-sac right now, super frozen, hardcore bumps that make your car jag all over the place because they didn't clean off that extra little dribble.
Another winter driving rule, remember to always give yourself space between the car in front of you, especially at stop signs and stoplights. People don't seem to think about this right away. But when we stop someplace and then we go again, we've warmed up whatever snow and ice is there, and then it freezes again, and it just becomes that much more slick.
Yes.
Right in those spots. And if you're too close to the people in front of you, you're not going to stop. Four-wheel drive does not equal four-wheel brake.
No, all four-wheel drive. That's another important rule. Four-wheel drive doesn't make you safer. It just gets you going faster.
Right. Like if you get in the ditch and something, you're more likely to get out of it than I am in my front-wheel van.